Children everywhere learning of this tragedy may very well have questions. Mountain school systems are working with parents and teachers to try and help them cope. News 13's Russ Bowen joins us. And Russ, they got to work immediately.
Yes, first on the web, and then Monday they will be helping students in the classroom.
It's hard to think about the trauma that happened to the children themselves who were killed, but also the ones who were in the school and the impact that it's going to have on them over the long term.
And then there is the effect some kids may feel hundreds of miles away who've seen the coverage on television.
The numbers are staggering.
Or the internet.
We need someone else at Johnston.
The Buncombe Crisis Management team spent much of the day planning for Monday when they will be in the elementary schools helping young children who may have many questions. The school system reached out to parents by phone message and on the internet. They advised parents to keep young children away from the news, and if they do see it, acknowledge the sadness.
Let them express what they might be worried about. Let kids lead the conversation.
Also, just watch them and see if they act out.
They may be thinking about the event and not talking about it. You may actually see kids demonstrate some of what they're thinking about in their play or in their drawing, and to be aware of what they're doing so that when you see those things happen, you know you need to open those conversations and give them an opportunity to express what their fears might be.
It's also important to understand the tragedy may bring up other traumatic events in a child's life.
It really touches other kinds of trauma that they may have experienced in their lives that may have absolutely nothing to do with the school shooting or the death of a particular person. It may just have a trigger about other types of trauma that they've experienced.
So counselors advise keep the conversations open and say the grieving process should be acknowledged and shared. And for more advice, go to WLOS.com and click on more info. Larry?
Well, today's shooting touched a lot of us here in the mountains. Here's some of the feedback we're getting on our Facebook page. Mark Bias wrote, very tragic with the demise of values in our culture. It seems that schools and churches may be ever-increasing targets since those institutions are no longer purporting the core values that once made us great.
Ava Brank posted this. My heart is broken for these families. I'm counting the seconds until my baby gets home and I can hold her. I will never understand how anyone could hurt an innocent child, not even one, much less do something as horrible as this.
Dan Calloway said, I will never understand how someone could slaughter the innocent.
And Julia Holland wrote, there is no justifiable reason for this. Never a reason for killing innocent children. This is just evil.